Wonderful.
I'm Realtor Victor Naraki with one of my buyers, Darlene, and she just bought a house near Disney World. And now she can go on the Jungle Cruise anytime she wants, 100 times a year. Same jokes, but 100 times a year. Hey everyone, how are you? I am here today. I'm going to be talking about a community that I went to um, yesterday. I thought it was really something special. So I'm going to be showing you some of the things about it that I, noticed and thought were incredible. Because one of the things is one of the major things that um, people ask for and inquire about. Almost every customer has asked me this. Um, they've asked, what about the ability for the home to withstand hurricanes? And I want to say something even better than what I usually say. I want to say something like, "Oh, this is as strong as this," or "This is," I want to say something that is even better. And this is the first time I can say that with this community and this builder, which I'm excited about. These homes are made to withstand um, a Category 5 hurricane, which, if you're familiar with, by the way, this is Manny. He's decided to, he wants to be part of this. Um, a Category 5 hurricane. And we don't get that in Central Florida. So I'm usually telling people who are concerned about hurricanes, you know, y Central Florida is a lot better. Our hurricanes are, we're able to withstand up to what is it? Let me go. Think, uh, Category 2, which is about 125 winds, but a Category 5 could be up to, 150. So, we don't get that in Central Florida. So this home is built in such a way that, and I'm going to show you a little clip video that they have on their website of how it's built. Look at this. So that is really amazing because what they do, and I'm going to show you this in the video tours that Alan, the sales manager, showed me. What they do is they pre-make the home off-site in Pompano Beach, and they ship all the pieces up here. And another key benefit of this builder, which I may be mentioning in the video that I show, is that all their staff, they don't use outside contractors. Now, this became very, very clear to me when I was working with a contractor recently. We closed about, I think, 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. And they had to repaint the walls, which is normal. They do one coat and then they come back and they repaint. Well, all the flowers and plants had been put in, and they didn't find it necessary to use a drop cloth. So what they did was they killed all the plants that were there. Not only that, they painted over um, a wasp nest. So we had spotted a wasp nest and said, "Well, could you move that before, we close?" And they painted over it. And that's what happens when you have a lot of outside contractors. It can happen. Generally, it doesn't, but as I always say, it's always up to the construction manager, the project manager that's assigned to those homes to really oversee that. And, stuff happens, and that is not something you want to happen on, your new home. You just don't want it. So that's why they don't use outside contractors, which I think is so amazing. It is so fantastic. So we're going to look at this, how this house is built. Um, right now, we're going to be looking at specifically um, one-story homes. That's what they're doing right now. But eventually, you're going to see in this community two-story homes. But this is one of the things that they do. Now, I want to play that video again. For example, the bathrooms, the secondary bathrooms. Now, I don't know why they don't do it on the primary bathrooms, on the master bathrooms, but those are made in pods, probably because of the size too. But those are made in what they call a pod. And they make those in a factory and drop it in. Sort of the way the Contemporary made their bedroom units, where they made them off-site, shipped them in. Similar to that. The whole thing is made beforehand and plopped in. And I think that is absolutely, it's really, it's completely unique. But we're going to look right now at the tour that I did with Alan. And I've got 5 different videos. And please ask any questions that you have. Prefab. I would call it, yes, the bathrooms are prefab. Absolutely. So if you have any questions, I could stop the video. I can go back. I think he did a great job touring me around. If he's watching, please contribute.
Christ. Do you know that Allstate has inspected our homes, did a survey on it compared to other construction, and I live right down the street.
Yeah.
Homeowners insurance for these homes,
I'm interested in hearing about this, yeah.
less than $700 a year.
Unheard of. Good Lord.
Because of how we build our homes, Allstate has given us
insurance has gone up because of the hurricanes, and
but it's less than
even though we don't get
$700
affected
per
by it.
year. Energy bill on a square footage of 1,766 feet, the energy bill per year for an average consumer on a regular is over $2,000 a year.
Yep. Okay.
Ours have came out to $1,100 to $1,200 a year.
Oh.
Yep. No maintenance, very low maintenance. You will not have to maintain this home inside or out for a lifetime. So you can spend your weekends more enjoying your family than you do have to do work.
This is amazing. And how long does it take to assemble the house?
Average home, 8 to 12 months.
Yep.
We can get a home done in 60 days.
60
Good
days.
Lord.
Because everything is pre-made in a.
I am loving this. I am loving this. Wow.
See, these stainless steel.
Yes.
Is through every home, but on phase 2, you will not see wood rafters like this.
Phase
You will
2.
only see steel rafters.
That's cool.
That is,
No-
think about
no
termite control.
Built for Macy.
You don't have to get termite correctly.
Oh, look at that. This is going to
Okay,
be.
you see some steel here,
Yeah, sure.
but the reason why they didn't do steel for the phase 1 is time consuming.
Sure.
Everything is done, and the great thing about our homes.
Yeah, these look like they open like that.
They open. I think
They
they
open
open
at,
sideways. We didn't. They're not in. We're not able to open them right now.
But obviously they
And you
got
should
holes.
never open a window in a home
So
that hasn't been
homeowners insurance is gonna be phenomenal for the
approved
owner.
to,
Energy bills, because it's
go
home,
inside.
you put the air
Because
conditioning
I'll tell
on,
you, that
it won't have
they're
to
not
work so
set
much
yet.
because it's not gonna leak through. These windows
For sure.
are tinted, they're impact windows, and they're energy efficient windows.
Yes. When you say
So they're tinted, impact resistant. So they're, all windows right now are double pane. So that's, industry standard right now. but these are impact resistant as
Impact
well.
up to what type of,
I- That I don't know. I'd have to
Okay.
get back to you on that one.
yeah, well, more than normal
See how
ones,
these
yeah.
little gaps are here?
You
That's
never
for
hear
the
them
shift.
say impact resistant on
So
other
when the
homes.
ground settles, it does not crack, it just shimmies with it.
So,
And it keeps
yeah.
everything straight. And the great thing about the construction that I would probably stick out to most people, I would tell you, is that because these are done by AI and robotics in a factory, everything is so precise, laser precise. When you build another home, you might be a great framer, but maybe your buddy got hung over and he's doing a sloppy job or
Oh,
sloppy
yeah,
plumbing
believe
or
me, I know.
something.
Yep, yep.
So one home is not built the same quality as another home.
These
Every
are all
home is built the same
same
way.
quality,
'Cause it's
absolutely.
all by artificial intelligence and robotics.
Wow. So did the bathroom get put in yet?
The pod?
So this
Yes.
is where I learned that the pods are just in
Because
the,
how does it, how would it, well, yeah,
Well, it has to be in here somewhere. Okay, this is the master, so it would be in here. I gotta make sure.
there's 2 bathrooms in this one?
These are all the same, the only difference is that we do left, right, left, right, left, right
Sure.
shifting. Yeah, here's the pod right here.
So this is the only, well, this is the master bath? No.
We're just in the master.
So where's the master bath?
It's over there.
Okay.
This
so the
is
master
pod.
bath doesn't
This
get
is the
put
pod
in
bath.
as a
This
This
pod.
is the pod that does the
Interesting.
2 bedrooms.
Okay, so the master does not have a pod.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, interesting, okay.
And it's all
So
concrete.
that's interesting. You know what? I'm just noticing
And
this
then you
now.
see the skate?
The tub is not in there's no tub. The tub is in the master, not in the secondary bathroom. That's interesting. I've never actually seen that before. And I like it much better because, I think showers are safer.
But they can purchase a backsplash as an upgrade. But all our colors, you see a beautiful
the way this
island
thing is
here,
made. I
we
don't-
got
you know-
quartz,
Quartz, yes.
Okay, all these walls here, the inner walls.
There's going to be 3 different categories of
amazing.
homes.
Okay,
Basic ones, then there's going to be
The
2
only
other
place you see
categories.
wood is on the roof, I see.
well, matter of fact, the first 42 homes, it has wood rafters.
Did this
Yeah.
backwards,
But
sorry.
phase 2, this house, steel rafters. Okay?
Wow.
So all the 2 stories and all phase 2.
Steel
all will be
rafters.
Steel rafters, the
Unbelievable.
only developer that builds with steel rafters.
Oh,
I've never
absolutely.
If you were
seen
here a
steel
week
raft.
ago, you
I'm
saw
going to be
these
shocked to
steel
actually see what that
rafters
looks
right
like.
here. The only wood that you will see in this model is the plywood for the roof.
Yes,
That's
saw
it.
that.
That's
Okay.
it.
I've got to figure out a way to make plywood,
And then this is the
Termite.
master bedroom. This is just a closet.
Yes.
Then this would be the master bedroom.
I cannot wait to come back here. I'm going to come back to
Then
the
in the
community
X, you'll see a
towards
tub
the end of the year
and a shower.
when this is all opened up and they have the model set.
And you see the stand-up shower there, and you'll
Yeah.
get standard double sinks. And then at the back end is a big walk-in closet,
Excellent.
okay?
Nice
This-
size
This
walk-in
model
closet.
itself
1,700
is
square feet, nice size.
1,766 square feet. And then with the lanai, it's over 2,200.
Okay.
This would be the lanai that they're building right here. And then this model is gonna have an outside kitchen,
I'm going to tell you, this community has incredible views. I haven't talked about where it's located. We'll talk about that in a second, but it really does have incredible views. And I'm hoping this builder comes eventually closer to Disney World. And I think they will. But it is so far out that I'm not going to talk about where it would be.
grill and everything. That is, with the X model, that's sort of like the Rolls Royce.
Pre-plumbed for
We'll have everything in it, from gutters, we will be offering gutters,
Okay,
cameras.
gutters are in the top
Look at
level.
that damn view. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, all right, stop.
Okay, is the entire house going to be pre-built? Um, Yes. Yes, because the trusses are always pre-built. So the walls are actually, and there's going to be other videos on this. If I'm going to show you this video though. Um, this is how they build their this is their townhomes. So the walls are built off-site. Even the staircases are built out of cement. And here is the one story that we just saw. So everything is built, off-site. So here we have, now I have some other videos. I should have really done these in order. I don't think I did.
Room here, we call
There.
Sorry, all the whole thing, I'm sorry.
Okay, all our walls are a pattern sandwich concept.
Okay.
It's concrete, natural fiber with foam mixture, and then concrete again. That's why it's called the sandwich concept. It's called the X Plus construction.
And you were saying that you're not going to see the cracks like you normally see with
It's
block.
with center block.
Yes.
When the ground settles, that's why center blocks cracks.
Separate. Yeah, they start to separate.
Our
sure.
walls are actually developed in a air conditioned, controlled environment in a factory in Pompano Beach, and then
they're
they're
shipped in
shipped here by tractor trailer.
Amazing.
And then they're mounted in here, and how they're mounted is to adjust to the ground when it shifts. That's why you will not see cracks in our walls. With the mixture of our concrete here, it is a patent concrete. It's not like regular concrete that a regular contractor will build. So our homes are built for a lifetime, not for 20, 30 years like a center block home.
Okay.
And with that mixture, our homes have been tested to 4,000 PSI, and it is held up to a 175 mile Category 5 hurricane. You will not blow this house down, let me tell you. Okay?
So here's a good question. Curious, if you have to remodel, do you have to cut through the concrete walls? Yep, you do. I would be interested in finding out more information about that. That would be a learning experience for the contractors as well. And yes, the electric is cut into the concrete. Yep. I mean, honestly, Vincent, I think that when they build off site, now what I see, for example, I mean, just what I see happen, and listen, the way homes are built right now is industry standard. They're all up to the cat the God, uh, they're up to the county guidelines. So you know they're good, but this is for someone who is really concerned about being in Florida, wants to be energy efficient. And that's what you're going to get through this. But when I see homes being built and I see the wood sitting in the rain, or, I see the critters running through the house and, peeing in the wood, because that's what happened in my house when I was watching my house get built. There were a lot of animals in here, over during night, and they would just pee in the wood. I was like, I would have loved to have a house built like this, because you can clean it off. Just that alone. Um, and the openings in the cinder blocks, I had seen lizards going down there. They didn't get out, while the house was being built. But you know, all the houses are built the same way except this. And that's why I think this is so unique, and it solves a lot of concerns for many of my customers. Now, is this something you could buy? Well, you have to be, you're willing to live out in Groveland. So let's talk about where this community is. Because when I heard about this, I went, oh, I've got to get out there. I've got to go see this. So there we are. The blue dot is where the community is. It's in Groveland, Mascotte area. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But that's how long it took me to get back to home because I live right near Disney. You know, it was probably 45 minutes because it's a little shorter. But yeah, that's how long it took. Now, so I would say if someone works in Claremont, that is a great area to live in to work in if you're living in this community. Yeah. So, or it could take 56 minutes if you have to take 27. Now, I did take a different route that you're not seeing here. I took Schofield Road, which has just opened up, which comes in the middle of the 27 and cuts across. If you see the two light blue lines that go diagonally across, there's another road that's just really opened up called Schofield, and it cuts right between Claremont and Winter Garden. Not a lot of people know about it. Price range. Good question. Let's go over the prices. Well, right now, they only have the prices for what's available, and that is going to be in the low 400s. Okay. But when you think about the energy efficiency, and the savings on maintenance, I think it's a very good price point. Now, the other ones, the 2-story ones, they haven't released the pricing yet. Any other questions for me? Anything else? Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go forward a little bit. Next video, this is 2.5 minutes.
Room here, we call it a pod.
Yes.
Because they're pre-constructed in a controlled factory. And then they're, with a crane, it's all mounted in. All these cabinets.
Oh, I would love to see that.
The top, I'm going to show you in the office.
Oh, great.
Tile floor, ceiling to floor, all the lecture, the fan, toilet, flooring is in it in a factory.
Yeah, sort of
Okay.
like how they did the Contemporary Hotel over at Disney. They shipped the whole rooms in, but
Okay.
yes, excellent.
This is more, if you want to describe our home, if you look on any construction building,
Yeah.
in an industrial building,
Yes.
they do it basically the same way, but ours is a different mixture, and our rebar is a mesh. It's not every 12 inches.
Yes.
And that's a typical home. Ours is a mesh, like a fishnet, throughout all our concrete.
Excellent.
And all our walls are concrete, except this part right here, like the main walls.
Like you were saying, it's very quiet when you walk into this room.
Yeah, you could be sitting in this room, traffic could be going through, you will not hear it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
I can
anything.
get that because it's so quiet in here. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is remarkable.
Porcelain floors,
Porcelain floors.
This is one of the bedrooms.
I'm not crazy about that, but I'll deal with it.
Well, this is the X. We have 3 levels here.
Okay.
We have O, N, and X.
Okay.
O comes with high quality wood planks.
Beautiful.
Like laminate flooring.
Okay.
And then each category, each level has certain upgrades that they can do. Okay?
Excellent.
I'm going to point out standard stuff.
Terrific.
Because this house is an X. It's going to be an X. Has everything from outside kitchens to cameras to the ring doorbell to fencing.
And how much do you think this would go for in general pricing?
For the Onyx,
Yes.
they don't really have the pricing for the N or X yet.
Okay.
Because originally this subdivision was going to be only the O, the standard.
Sure. And how much is that?
And the standard with lot fee and everything, we have 5 lots for 4,029.
Excellent.
Okay?
I don't know what happened there. I think the video ended. Okay. So, any questions about that? Thought that was very interesting. We got one more video from this gentleman, and then I can play and skip through the longer video. Yes.
Our homes are energy efficient, and they are smart homes.
Smart homes,
Okay?
absolutely.
So, for example, come standard with every home is that every home will have an EV electrical hookup.
Okay.
So that way, if somebody
Electric car,
has
sure.
a Tesla, all they have to do, Tesla has to just mount their charger here.
That's amazing.
But that's a $2,000 upgrade cost.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Because my sister just got one, and that's what it costs.
Yeah, I want to get one. I want to get an electric car.
All homes come with automatic garage door openers.
Terrific. That's
Okay?
good. That's
so
a nice.
These are standard things that most people will not be on.
Yeah, sometimes they
Some
don't.
homes
Yes.
do have that,
And
but
then in here,
Okay.
Always
This is
nice.
laundry room.
this is the pantry.
Oh, pantry.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
this is going to be the laundry room.
Excellent.
I
All
guess
the
there's
hookups are
doors-
here, but O does
Three.
not get a washer and dryer.
doors.
Sure.
X gets it, stainless steel appliances.
Okay.
In the kitchen, then you will get automatically the fridge, and the stove is automatic with all of them.
Okay.
Oh, and the
Okay.
square footage
So-
is
Over 1,700 square feet. Okay. So, any questions about that? Whoops. Okay. So there's this.
Hey everyone, how are you? Oh my gosh, I am
So this is my tour of the community, and when you think about this, for a house to take 2 months to be put up, and everything to be completed in a controlled environment, to be built in a controlled environment, I think that solves a lot of the concern. This community is electric. I think that um, solves a lot of the concern that some of my customers have, where you see something being built and it's just disappointing, you know, um, because like with my house, I was happy because my roof got on before it ever rained. So I didn't get a lot of water seeping in the house and stuff like that. And I know they fix the issues, but who wants to see it? And I always tell people, if you want to it's like watching your house being built is like going in the kitchen of a restaurant and and watching someone and watching the chefs make your meal. I would, he's like, oh God, that's what happened. And I think I'd stay away. So that's what's really neat about this is that this thing gets made so fast that there aren't those issues that come up. And as he said, now that ceiling there, the next phase, which they'll be starting soon, is not going to have any wood in the attic. The trusses are going to be made out of steel. Oh, Stephanie's over at the Sci-Fi restaurant. Wow. Thank you, Stephanie, for sharing that with me. My gosh, I love the Sci-Fi. But my favorite is the Primetime Cafe. So these walls are, it's a sandwich. It's cement, fiber, insulation, and cement. And it is patented. So the thing is, someone's going to have to come up with another way of making homes to compete with them. I do believe, though, that if this company's successful, which I think they will be, you're going to see more homes being built like this. Imagine, basically everything you see here has been dropped in. It's been just put into place. I'll go put the audio back on.
in insurance costs.
Yeah, so that's what he was saying is the
These
insurance
have been
cost.
rated by Allstate to be less than $800 a year because of the way these homes are constructed.
I just cannot believe that. That just
So that tells you.
shocked me.
So everything is
Shocked me.
shipped in here.
$800. I mean, think
And I'm going to
about
play some
fire
videos
resistance. I
in a second
didn't even
to
talk
show
to
you
him
how it's done.
about
But
fire resistance.
one thing that I love about this, as I walk through these homes, it is so quiet inside.
Now, here's the thing. Whenever I show resale homes that are made with cinder blocks, we always see those stepping cracks in the cinder blocks. This is not going to happen here. Do they have backup generators? No, that would be an additional cost. That's not going to happen here.
It's very, very quiet inside. But let me just show you this. I'm going to show you. Now, I'm going to show you where we are first. Okay?
Okay.
So
I already
show
showed you where we are, but anybody
with
joining
Disney World, because that's, most of my customers want to live near Disney World, and who doesn't, honestly?
I can't believe.
Don't forget to ask
Who
questions.
doesn't want to live?
There's gonna be
Everybody
a
wants to live
lot
near
of
Disney World.
questions, I'm sure. So go ahead and ask any questions that you'd like.
Anyway, let's skip ahead. So the area that this community is, I'll say that here, it's really a lot of farmland. It's very, very open. You do have good access to the grocery stores on the 50 freeway. And, to get to Disney, 45, 50 minutes.
I got to see which one is the... I just love... I can't wait to come back and play this video when we have a finished product.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to see this because they called me, which is unique. When someone calls me, I go. And I really wanted to see it now because everything he was telling me answers so many questions that my customers have.
Now, they've got 3 different categories. They really do start in the 400s, 400 even. But your electric bills here are going to be remarkably low.
Now I'm going to talk about the bathroom, but you know what? I don't like to waste, even if energy was cheap, I don't like to waste it. So, and I don't, yes, your electric bills are lower, but doesn't that also mean that you're not running appliances to cool it as much? So your air conditioning lifespan, to me, should be greater. I mean, that just makes common sense.
Here's the pod for the bathroom. Instead of them...
I'm going to play that tape again. This is how for anybody joining right now, the bathrooms are shipped completed like this. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to come back to this.
Putting in, the toilet and putting in the sink and, arranging the tiles.
It's funny that I didn't recognize that was a step-in shower. I've never seen that.
That's pretty amazing.
In the center bathrooms, they usually put the tub in the shared bath.
Now, I was just in one of the other models that had the windows open and all that. By the way, 2 windows, which I love, and they're huge. I was just in one of the ones that's almost done, and got to tell you, could not hear any of the noise.
And there was a lot of workers working that day. And I had heard, when I was in the trailer, I heard them loud. And when I was in the actual house, they were in the other room and I didn't hear them.
Inside. These are so well insulated that any noise outside,
Okay, let's move ahead.
people making noise in there. So the only wood you're going to see is up there on the roof.
And when eventually you do buy and you're in the second phase, the trusses are going to be steel. I will tell you, I have seen trusses waiting to be put into a home. Wait, Manny's stretching. Waiting to be put into a home, sitting out in the sun and the rain for months before they're put inside in the home. I don't, they say they're still safe, but I don't like that. There's just something about it that just doesn't sit right with me. Steel, you leave it outside all day.
And in phase 2, the trusses are not going to be wood. They're going to be steel, but that's not going to come until phase 2. And there are going to be 2-story homes. They just don't have the prices yet.
Now this is
But
sort of
this
what it
view.
would look like.
Now this is
for
in
their
the
condos.
Mascote
That's
and Groveland area.
Could you imagine
which is just
a cement staircase in your home? Now, of course, it's covered with carpet and all that stuff, but a cement staircase. You're not going to have to worry about creaking. You're not going to have. You could come home late at night and not wake up your wife. But you're not going to worry about the things that could happen, and no wood rot, no termite worries, none of that. It's pretty amazing.
just west of Claremont, and I believe that they're going to have other developments like this closer to Disney. Ooh, question. Let's see.
Okay, let's see what that question was. Oh, a question had come up about how much the HOA fees are. The HOA fee is going to be $150 a month, but that includes cable and fiber optic internet. That's a pretty good deal.
No, I'm not. Spencer, good. Thank you, Spencer. Great.
Okay, let's move
And
ahead.
I've seen it. I saw it happen with one of my favorite builders recently, where they painted the house.
Oh, I mentioned
and
this.
they also painted the shrubs.
Yeah,
they didn't use any drop cloth.
Here's the thing. This is another really standalone benefit of this builder. They don't use outside contractors. Everybody works for them. You don't do a good job, you don't have a job. So you're always, they don't use people they've never worked with before. And, so I really think that is a great benefit to have this home built correctly. I mean, I can't tell you that these guys were doing a good job, but they were all working. So I thought that was great.
At all. That's not going to happen here. All of their.
Oh, by the way, the HOA fees are $155, includes cable and internet.
Funny, yes, they were not, and they died. The shrubs were. It was very frustrating for me. Very frustrating.
You know what? I do have a question that if the gentleman is watching right
Painted
now,
the shrubs. I couldn't believe it.
Is this poured the foundation? I did not know, and I'm hoping next time I do this that if the foundation is poured or it is a slab that's delivered. Very interesting. I don't know.
So this is where you're going to see where the pod for the second bathroom is just dropped in. So that would be a cool thing to see, because they use a crane and they drop it in. Now, let's see. So let me show you how the walls go up. This is how the walls interlock. Look at that.
Okay, so I got an answer to the question. The slab is poured on site.
So it's all pre-made.
So I'm wrong
Another
here.
video here.
This is for the
when it's a
townhomes.
two-story. Now this is for the condos that they built.
Townhomes,
Isn't that
condos.
amazing? Your electric bills, I'm going to guarantee you, are going to be half what they would be in a wood frame home.
Yeah.
Now another thing I learned today.
I hate battling the outside. You know, I hate when, you know, my everything else is built by AI and robotics. So artificial intelligence and robotics, except for this poured slab. Interesting.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Another thing I learned today, and you know, you listen, this isn't available everywhere. We don't. You're not going to be able to get it closer to Disney for a couple of years. But I
hope you will.
Tell
I
you
hope
that,
you will. I got to tell you, I hope you will. By the way, the home insurance is less than $700. It's been corrected. So that's amazing because I just sold a house that was, and the insurance was $2,000. You know,
one of the things that I learned today was the drawbacks of block construction.
Now I'm not going to say that block construction is bad. It is industry standard. You know, it's not bad, but this is much more interesting.
Listen, we're not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to sell you something that's not block construction for a while.
Unless you buy here.
The benefit of this is water does not penetrate those walls. Now, when I
Here's a question that I have an answer for. There are 2 different models that will be available in this community with different upgrades.
sell a home, like one of those homes there, beautiful home, that's block construction, at least on the bottom floor. Okay, if water seeps in, it stays in.
I thought that was very fascinating because you know what, when you do have every block construction home eventually is going to have cracks, and if the water gets in there, it stays in. Now, is that a really bad thing? No, it's not. It's just not good. That's why you have to continually check and seal it, and paint so it's properly maintained.
Okay, so this house is meant to last a lifetime.
I hope a couple of lifetimes, but as long as it's my lifetime, that's okay.
So one of the things I see when I'm showing homes, and I've probably shown this on some of my videos.
Yeah, and one of the great things is I want to tell you is that when I show properties, there is block on the first floor and wood frame on the second, except for D.R. Horton, which in this area is doing block on block. Now, this builder would, instead of having rebar, every, I think, 12 inches, which the builders do, they have a mesh, which we haven't really mentioned yet, within that concrete to keep it stable. That's my explanation of it.
So when you have block construction, say this is blocks, there'd be stepping cracks after a couple of years. It's just stepping up like that, and they're nothing to be afraid of.
They just have to be addressed, not be afraid of it.
if you don't get to them quick enough, water can seep in. Water seeps in,
It
it
stays in.
stays there. Not listen. I'm sure these builders are going to say it would be a big, major problem, but I'd rather not have. I don't think it's.
I don't
honestly
like
think
having
it is.
I like the fact that if I was to show this as a resale 5-10 years from now, this would be the key selling points I'd be talking about. As soon as I heard that builder's name, 5 years from now, I'd be like, you're not going to have this problem that we saw on the other house.
A big, major problem. Otherwise, you couldn't build homes. But this house will not have that issue.
I love seeing that steel frame on the bottom there, that they're going to be putting up. I think that is just amazing.
And that's why, one of the reasons why, oh my God, it's so quiet in here. And
It really is. It is so quiet in these homes, even with the doors and windows not on yet. It's amazing. That's the name of the developer, ONX, Onyx. But call me first. Don't call them. Call me.
it's cool. It is cool in here already, without the windows all up yet, without the doors. It's cool.
Is amazing. I cannot wait to see the model when it's completed. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit.
This is this is just amazing to me. Amazing. I can't wait to come back here when the model is open. But look at this. Oh my gosh. You have
October
concrete.
17th.
Now this is extra foam.
But that is really interesting.
So you have concrete, then they have foam, and then concrete.
It's a fiber. I'd like to know what's inside there, but it is a patented formula.
And that's your wall. Pretty amazing.
Here's the thing. We do not get Category 5 hurricanes in Central Florida. And that's not to say we're not going to. Who knows what could happen? But I have heard it from more than enough customers to know that if I hear it from them, this is what I'm going to show them.
And so he was describing to me how that if there was a shift or anything, that there could be a little give in the house.
Yeah, so if it's got a little give in the house, it's not going to crack. That's the whole thing. And one thing that I love about this is the pest control. I think that is incredible because you're not going to have pests in your walls. Amazing.
Preventing it from cracking. Let's go over here. Oh, wow. So this is a newer phase. So we're going to be closing up in about 10 minutes. Okay.
Anybody have any questions today? Surprised. It's weird. Sometimes I get tons of viewers and sometimes I just get 12. So I'm very grateful for the 12 that are watching. So this is I'm going through another home, which I think is yeah, I can't wait to see these houses. I am very impressed by these windows. I don't know how they open. I think they open sideways instead of, they got to open. But very impressed by them. They're tinted, they're impact resistant. Obviously, they're like the way you actually be much easier to clean too. Anyway, so very impressed by the windows. And I don't think I've ever said that in a home, that I'm impressed by the windows. So that's the kitchen area.
It's very.
I think it's going to be very interesting to look at and see how how the floor coverings, the paint jobs that they provide, and all that. But I'm sure it's going to be very nice.
Quiet in here, and there's big machinery outside, and there's still no doors yet.
Okay, I'm going to move ahead a little bit.
So, of having a home that can withstand, a Category 5. These can withstand a Category 5 hurricane.
That's why the insurance is so incredibly low, under $700. It's been rated by Allstate. Unheard of.
We don't even get that here. But wouldn't you like that if you're moving to Florida to just say, listen, if it happens, we're protected.
You know what? I kind of have a feeling that if it happened,
So I'm going to go back to
that a Category
going
5
to
was
the,
coming, I'd head over to this community and say, hey, can I park my car here?
See if we can look around there and see something that's a little bit more
I'll stay in the
finished.
garage.
But I'll come back here probably in about, I'd say, before the new year. I'll come back, and and that's when people can start moving in, actually. This is so unique out here. While I'm walking, I'm going to show you a video. I'm Realtor Victor Naraki, and I specialize in living near Disney World.
This guy's great.
I work directly with you. I'm not a referral agent. A referral agent takes your name, takes your number, and then sells you to a random agent.
I don't sell you.
That commission. When you call me, you get me. And I am there for you from the initial consultation through to closing and all the steps in between. You get me. Now, if you want to reach me, visit disneyatyourdoorstep.com for all my links.
Or just go to celebratingflorida.com. That's where you can click on. The community does have an HOA. It's $155 a month.
I don't know what
It's $155 a month, and it includes fiber optic cable and internet. So you're going to get incredible speeds, and those things combined would generally cost $155, and that's your entire HOA fee. And I like it when the communities all are bundled together, because the fact is that you're going. It's if something goes out, you all go out and you all get attention. So we're going to be closing up soon.
If I was building these homes, I'd say, why didn't they make them solar?
Yeah, that was one of my questions, is that I would have loved to see these with solar roofs. I really would have loved to see that. That would have sold me on it, and because I think that's the way we should go eventually. But we'll see.
By the way, there's my car.
There's my car. Now I went back into the model, and I could see I was getting in people's way. So it'll be great to go back in this model and then play these videos of the tours through the.
Oh, look at this! They're getting ready.
That's
I'll
nice.
be back here. Yeah, I'll be back here before the end of the year, and I'll be looking through this model. So let's go take a look. I'm not going to have a lot to say because there's going to be a lot of noise. Oh, wow. So they have gutters, which is interesting. Most houses.
Okay, so this is on the high end home. So it has the gutters and has the extra features. So there's going to be 3 different categories, and this is because it's the model, it's got the higher end features. I think this is called the X.
That I sell don't have gutters. And I think, I'm beginning to be sold on the idea of gutters.
This is a good question. This is a good question. Would you be able to add a pool? And I can't imagine a builder building without an area for a pool, but I'll get that answer for you. And one of the things they're saying is that you don't need solar because your energy is going to be so low. See, I disagree with that. I'm going to say, if I'm going to have a car, if I wanted, but I understand why they didn't put solar in there because their energy bills are so low to begin with. But if I'm going to have an electric car and I can make energy myself, I'd like to do that. Why waste? I don't like to spend money on stuff. I would love to have extra energy that I'm selling back to the to Duke Energy. Anyway, that's my opinion. I would like it.
Really am. I don't have them in my house. So far, I haven't really needed them, but I kind of like the idea of pushing the water away. Homes come with a garage door opener. I just sold a house recently, did not come with that.
Yes. So the community is, the lots are, I didn't mention the lot size. The lots are 50 foot wide by 120 minimum. So there would be enough area for a pool in the back. Now, one of my customers just ordered a pool, and they said it was, I think they said 65,000 it cost. Another customer of mine said got one for 75,000, including the covering.
The cable box right there.
But they don't come with pools.
Houses come.
Most builders are not going to build the home with a pool because they have to hire an outside contractor, and it's much. Then they have to delay the opening because the pool's not ready.
With a attachment.
I can't think when I'm doing these things. It's
for electric car charger.
An EV charger. Sorry. See, I like it when someone else carries the camera so I can think faster.
So we're going to be careful as we go in here. This one has porcelain floors. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see porcelain, and you know what I think of when I see porcelain? I think of people slipping and little kids running on it with their wet feet. And if you had a pool and I saw this, I would freak out. That's just my opinion. I don't like porcelain floors. I think they look slippery. It's so shiny. Anyway, that's my opinion. And everybody likes that I give my own opinion. That's when they watch these things, they like that I give my opinion.
Looks totally different in here. So we'll be in here just for a few moments. Just want to show you. Doors are coming. Oh, I can't wait to come back here and see this.
Let's go over and
it's 40. This is 45 minutes to Disney World. Okay, it's 45 minutes.
All my customers want to know how far it is to Disney World. Nobody buys a house from me without asking how far from Disney World.
It's to Disney World. So it's probably the furthest out that I would, go. Nice backyard space. That's about at least 20 feet
Yeah, it's 120 feet total.
back there.
Yeah, skip ahead a little bit.
It's amazing. Yes.
In there, he's meeting with some clients there about tobacco.
You know how much the HOA fees are?
Okay, so the HOA fees are, this is where I'm going to close up. The HOA fees are $155 a month. That includes fiber optic cable and internet. They build primarily on the east coast of Florida. So this is something that's really, I can't imagine this isn't going to sell like hotcakes in southern Florida, because my goodness, they could get hit with a Category 4 hurricane. And who wants to lose your roof? And if you had a steel roof, my goodness, that'd be fantastic. So I think it's a great option for people. And if you have any questions about it, if you're interested, if you're not moving right away, they're still going to be building for a while. So, reach out to me. Look at this. This is amazing. I've never seen building techniques like this before. And show you this one. Do you have any questions for me before we close up today? Curtis family, how's the best realtor in Florida? Thank you. He's doing good. So thank you all for watching today. Yes, it is 45 minutes to Disney. And I appreciate Alan's participation. Thank you so much. So thank you. I hope I'm going to come back to this community soon and show you a finished model and play these videos for you so that you can watch how it's actually made. But I wanted to come and see the homes be made. So I certainly have done that. So thank you all for watching today. And please go to celebratingflorida.com where you can find, you can search homes. And thank you so much. Thank you. And if Disney at your doorstep.com is a great way to find all my social media accounts. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you have any other questions, you can ask me now. Ask now. Ask away. Anything else? Type away. Push send. It was very, very interesting. I'm very impressed by all the features in this home. Oh, let me play my commercial. Dude, what are you doing?
You said if I wanted to buy or sell a house in Central Florida that I should follow you.
On social media.
You got a link?
Buying or selling a home, visit celebratingflorida.com or follow me on social media. Okay. And I'm going to play this one again too. Thank you so much. I'm Realtor Victor Naraki, and I specialize in living near Disney World. I work directly with you. I'm not a referral agent. A referral agent takes your name, takes your number, and then sells you to a random agent for a stake in that commission. When you call me, you get me. And I am there for you from the initial consultation through to closing and all the steps in between. You get me. Now, if you want to reach me, visit disneyatyourdoorstep.com for all my links. And you will get me. Yes, and I always say that because someone I know became a referral agent, and what they do is just sell you to someone else. You're going to tell them all the things you're looking for, everything you want, and then you're going to tell it again to somebody else. Who wants that? So you call me, you get me. Also, I have 2 homes available. My listings in an over 55 community, 15 minutes to Disney, beautiful golf course view community. If you're interested, please reach out to me. One is 425, it's a villa, and the other is 500, it's a single family home, both with golf course views. Thanks for watching. Making the dream of a Disney lifestyle a reality. I'm Victor Naraki. Contact me on Facebook at Naraki Realtor or my website, celebratingflorida.com. Thanks for watching Disney at your doorstep.